It's your favorite time again. You and I are going to be doom scrolling Twitter boonies. Less banking. Every 10K in PulseChain today is over $100,000 at the previous limp dick gains at all-time high. Think about that. Thank you very much, sir. Prices are cheap. Everybody's thinking about crypto capitulations, bear market winter. Everybody expects things to keep going worse, where we have more bad news and stuff to follow on. We'll see about that, my friends, as well. DGen news. New BlackRock spot ETF, IBIT, records the highest trading volume day since launch. Wow. So as we know by now, friends, I've made videos here for you to tell you, yes, it seems like the reason why we've been selling off, remember the price moves first, narrative follows after. There was MSCI FUD. So someone on the inside, as soon as MSCI said, oh, we're going to have a committee where people discuss whether or not we should have digital asset treasuries in the indexes to receive the passive flows. They should be in by default, but they're probably going to take them out. That's probably why this person got told, oh yeah, we want to get them out. We're just having this fake meeting. So someone obviously just probably started selling beforehand and it just starts cascading. You know, that's just it. This is what happens, right? There's always a news event. I mean, like, do you remember at the end of 2021, the US Fed came out and said, oh, we're going to stop quantitative easing and we're going to do rate hikes. Okay. And that's what it went down. And then, yeah, prices went down. Some light in the darkness from Dr. Hexologist. Jim Cramer is now bearish on Bitcoin. I've covered it for you many times. Yeah, Jim Cramer is actually turbo doomer bearish on Bitcoin as well. Hi, Kobe. I would like to talk to Coinbase customer support about some egregious insider trading. This is the token Tensor USDT. Wow, insider announced. Coinbase listings and stuff. This is just the game, right? Grayscale. Wow, Grayscale, the official Grayscale, has posted Chainlink, the link between worlds. What does it mean? I don't know. They're dumping it. Can't trust Grayscale as far as you can throw them. Crypto Kaleo. Got to be a local top for the privacy meta. So Andrew Tate, crypto will recover with privacy at its core. Yeah, I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. Now you're telling me privacy is amazing after Zcash goes up 20x? Privacy's always been amazing. Railgun technology, PulseChain fans, cool things coming. We're going to make it. We'll see. PulseChain lit. You are sacrificing your coins to make a political statement. You understand what you sacrifice can be sold and you will receive no benefit from it. Read that carefully. As one of the biggest onboards of large dual uncapped sacks, I can assure you this can and will be used against you. So I think PulseChain, you got to remember as well, I wanted to make this video so, you know, you got to understand something, sir. You're a smart fellow. Okay, I just want to tell you, there's a difference between what's happening now. When you were sacrificing with us, everyone else, and Richard Hart was marketing, there was new people coming into crypto, all right? We had PMI 60 environment, all right? We are no longer there, okay? We are people, no one new's coming in here. Here, everyone new comes in. Everyone new comes in because people are feeling rich in the economy, okay? Here, everyone's poor. So the only people who are in here are people who are poor and believe, okay? So that's why Richard Hart is in builder mode, and I guess he'll be in outrage, outbound marketing mode when there's new people coming in. And you can't do that stuff now because it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. It's literally zero effect now, okay? Stefan, if this was a 5-minute chart, how would you execute? So I think this is for Ethereum. Wow. This is Ethereum's 6-month chart. So they're saying, if this was a 5-minute chart, how would you execute? So it's basically saying, you know, what would you do? I guess this person's saying, wait for the candle close and see where it goes. Can Ethereum be above 3,300 by the end of this year and come up here? Man, that would be wild if Ethereum actually goes up and has a big year like that. We'll see. We'll see. Remember, most people are trapped in the Bitcoin digital Ponzi stuff because they, you know, they overpriced Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance, you could tell, is still sinking. I don't know who this girl is. One of you guys must have liked her picture. Dear crypto community, after such a short week, I have no other choice but my long-term positions. It might be La Petite Ada. Is she real or is she an AI girl? Right? There's some booby action going on around there. Cardanzo Girls. So I guess I'm guessing one of you guys from my friends list has liked her photo. That's why it's appeared on my feed. Quinton, I told myself to take profits instead of screenshots, but this cycle, I didn't even have a chance to take screenshots. So Quinton is basically just referring to, he's like, we never even got to the point where things like got mildly happy that new people are joining. So look, look, don't beat yourself up about it. let's go through the strategy again, okay? Next year, let's put our deal with it glasses on. All right? We could be in a 2-year bear market starting now, and it doesn't finish for another 2 years. Okay, I've said it. There you go. We could be in that. I don't know. I'm still holding long. I'm not getting out. I still think, because I think something's worth $1 in the future, and it's at 5 cents now, and I thought it was cheap. I know it's cheap at 20 cents, 10 cents, 5. Right? Oh, it might go to 3 cents and 1 cent. I don't give a crap, bro. Send it to 0. I don't give a shit. I don't care. We've outlined the strategy. We've accepted it. If next year is bad, all right, it's bad. Newsflash, that's not news to you or me. It's been dog shit for 4 years. It's kind of like, friends, it's literally been raining for 8 hours, and you and I want to go, we want to go to the park, right? Me and you want to, play with our Game Boys, family friendly. Of course, it's not a metaphor for anything. Actually play with our actual Game Boys. Okay? Just to remind you, we actually want to go to the park, play with our Game Boys, maybe kick a football around, throw a frisbee, do a handstand, take some selfies and go home, okay? But we were like, oh man, I'm looking at the rain. It might rain for another 3 hours. No! And we're like, bro, it's okay. We can go tomorrow or next week. Yeah, we've been waiting and doing nothing all day anyway. That's our attitude, and that's how you make it in this game. LibertySwap. The best moment in the market is right now. Fear is at its peak, and the weak hands are folding everywhere. Stand tall. Our patience becomes power. Well done. Thank you, Mr. LibertySwap Finance. Income Sharks. No one asks questions when prices go up, but everyone demands answers when they go down. Yes, sir, but also, no one needed... Actually, no, yeah. No, that's wrong. Everybody asked questions on the way up. They wanted to know, hey, when's the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve happening? When's the US Fed gonna do the money printing stuff? They were asking that on the way up, right? How much is Bitcoin, Marco Saylor gonna buy? Everyone was asking questions, yeah. But I think they're talking about manipulation. Oh, who moves things up? We did ask that. We got answers. We did. Digital asset Ponzi got buyers. They pushed Bitcoin dominance up. Lil Moon Lambo. Monad delayed their launch for 3 years and still chose the worst time ever in the market within those 3 years to do their token generation event. Wow. And it is true as well. PulseChain OG. I'm starting a sacrifice to make a sequel to the movie The Highest of Stakes. It will be called The Lowest of Stakes. Can't wait to see it, my sir. CRG. If a trend line fails, you can always draw a new one. I like that. And also Income Sharks. About 3/4 of the way there on the correction. We will see where the order books have buyers. Okay, so the chart he's showing here is actually whiff. I think this is dog with hat. Is it? I think this is whiff. Dog with hat. And this was, yes, thinking about something going down here. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how they all hold up. I mean, it's ready. Everything's gone to 0 anyway, so we'll see. Bitcoin update. Approaching a reversal zone soon. But look at this. He's expecting, fans, this is all over. They're expecting Bitcoin to drop down to $10,000. So it's funny. He's drawing this wheel line. He might be just engagement raging everyone out here, expecting to fail the trend. So everyone's got this relief rally that fails, and we drop down lower and lower forever. That's quite common. That's why no one's saying buy the dip. No one. Literally no one's saying buy the dip. Okay. It's kind of funny. I'm hearing the bear influencers, which is literally 99% of people saying, you're all saying to buy the dip. Dude, go watch yourselves. You guys are all full of shit. What are you talking about? All of you are saying, don't bother buying the dip because it's going to get a lot worse and you're going to have a whole year to buy Bitcoin at 50K. That's what I'm hearing. Walter Bloomberg. This is Jim Cramer when he comes out and he FUDs Bitcoin. He FUDs Bitcoin and he's like, oh, they only bought it because the US Fed might cut rates. Which is, do you know why Bitcoin was invented, bro? Because Satoshi concluded that all governments will continue to debase currency and they will keep robbing the purchasing power of the middle class. So he made a currency on the internet, Bitcoin, with a mathematical code where it's consensus. You can't change the monetary inflation policy. You can't just print money and give people tokens to steal from it. We just have a big network. That's the whole premise of crypto. So yes, if the US Fed cuts rates and does this QE balance sheet, guess what? Bitcoin's meant to go up. Meant to. Because people will be like, oh, well, they are debasing stuff. Well, if you hold the currency that they're going to debasing you, they're going to be stealing 8% from you every year. If you sell that right now and buy something else and hold that, they don't get to debase you anymore, do they? Here you have the Coinbase letter. There it is, in the opposite direction. No headlines, no new information. The S&P 500 surges 100 points in 50 minutes. That's 800 billion. Why? Because the herd is moving in the opposite direction. The AI is a bubble crowd briefly just switched to maybe AI is the next big thing. This will switch back and forth many more times now. They are all mechanical sentiment swings. Or it's just the range, as stocks stay high, etc. ALO, Bitcoin will get less volatile with institutional adoption as it matures. So he's obviously making a joke. He's quoted it. Bitcoin monthly candle, hold my B. So this is a huge stab down in the floor. Just showing you, no, it still has the big, massive downside. Yeah, they all bought the Ponzi leverage on up. They all bought the Bitcoin dominance high. Bitcoin should have never been that high. Ethereum should be at 3,500 right now. Right now. ETH BTC should be at 0.055. That's it. What's 0.055 of around $85,000? Bitcoin should be, Ethereum should be $4,500. That's it. No questions asked. Should be. So guess what? They bought too much Bitcoin. So what's going to happen? Either Bitcoin comes down or the Ethereum goes up, or maybe a bit of both. Maybe a bit of both. We have Scotty Boo Milker. Bitcoin daily chart. Huge volume and bears failed to advance the ball. If tomorrow has a decent rally, then the bottom is in likely for a while. Just a local bottom, pretty much. We don't know. Everyone's, we're all just guessing stuff. Luke Groman. The total stablecoin market cap has begun falling with BTC on the far right chart. Friends, this is funny. Yeah, they're going to call the end of it. -1 or 2 billion. Luke Groman is bearish, but we'll see, man. We'll see if the QT's ending. Friends, literally QT ends in a week and a half or 10 days. December 1st, there's no more QT. They're going to be increasing the balance sheet. But that's why the next disbelief round is people are going to be saying QT ending is not the same as QE. We'll see what happens. Like, subscribe, press belly button and all. Catch you in the next one.